Hello and good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Be with Love. So I made another video before this video and I was doing the return of senders. I was doing them. I was doing them. And then I just started talking about all this stuff, growing, healing, evolving. It took years to get to this point. It took years of it just took a long time. You could say everything happened in 2019. And it was from 2019 on to now, present day, 2025. And it's been black magic. It's been like a whole bunch of stuff. I've always been spiritual. I've always go to botanica. I always cleanse. I always did spiritual things. But it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. We're all born different. We're all brought up differently. I was brought up, everyone's a little witchy. Don't do this, you're going to curse yourself. Don't do that, you're going to curse your kids, you're going to do that. You know, it was always rules on what not to do so that you don't curse yourself. That's how I was brought up. We all grow up different. We're all taught different things. But when the family's spiritual, they're going to tell you shit that you're not supposed to do so that it's to protect yourself. Don't be fucked up like me. Like, don't do this and don't do that. And don't do a love spells. Don't do, no. That's how I was brought up. It was just a lot of don't. Like, don't do it. Don't do it because you're going to hurt the children. You're going to ruin your future. That's how I was brought up. Other people are brought up different. People are brought up differently from different parts of the world. Some people are brought up into double worship. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until I was around it. And then they're all double worshipers and they're all wishing evil on each other. So it's like I just was never around people like that or people that think like this and they just do work like this. I was never around situations like that. I was always outside. I was always into stuff. I was always, doing stuff. I never experienced black magic until I got to be around a certain kind of people, and that was the Ifa religion. Ifa religion and Nigeria. I've never been to Nigeria. Never been there, but spiritual work, you don't have to be there. You keeping a connection, you talking to them, you connecting with them some kind of way, social media, that's the way people connect, and they just sit there and they fuck with you. Where's my phone? You know how many people sit there and they just start messaging me, oh, beloved, or, oh, I have a message, or oh, your ancestors told me to contact you. My ancestors would never go to somebody else other than me. My ancestors talk to me. I get messages from my ancestors. My ancestors would never go to any other source other than me because I'm the one that does everything. So when somebody sits there and they comment, they comment, your ancestors sent me to you and I got a message, and I already know that they on some demon time and they just want to fuck with me. I'm like, they must really think that you stupid. I'm a good person. It's a choice. It's a choice to be a good person or to be a little fucked up. The whole family a little fucked up. Everybody does black magic. Everybody will curse you and hex you and put some shit on you, feed you some shit. Yeah, that's what the family do. I stay away. It's a choice to be different. It's a choice to be a good person. It's a choice not to do what they do, you know? I have to say that because it's like people just think that you don't know nothing. I go to the botanica for cleansings and for baths, for protection jewelry, for protection items. I've always been like that. I always look for things to make my life better. Things that are going to help me. I look for it. I make the splash. I learned to make the splash and I learned about the herbs You could. It's from the botanica too. It's like, they'll tell you what certain things is, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm gonna get that, and oh, I'm gonna do that, and I learn. You know, they would sell like the herbs or the sachets of herbs, and they would tell you how to mix it. They would tell you what to do. That's how I learned. At first I would let them do it for me, and it's like $100, and they would get a gallon jug and fill it up with all the spiritual shit, and I had to pay like $100 for that. And I'm like, yo, I do this shit myself, and it's cheaper. And I that's why I make everything, but I make everything to help you with your spiritual growth, to cleanse you from negative energies. We can all do it too. You can go to a spiritual person, but they are going to overcharge you. That's what they do, because you're paying for their services. You're paying them to help you. You don't want to help yourself, then you're going to pay a lot of money for them to help you, because you can help yourself. It's cheaper, it's better, and it works, but you have to believe in yourself and have faith in God. Like the same thing these people out here doing, you could do it too. You know, I sell the listing, no, I sell the splash and I mail it out with the listing of ingredients and the uses of each ingredients, because I want you to know. So if you were to ever go to a botanical place, you'll know the herbs, and you can get the herbs and be like, you know what, I know how to do that. Like, I know what to do. Like, and you get it and you mix it with your floored water, your holy water, your bro. You put your shit in it and you make it a bomb. You make it the best thing ever. And you do it for yourself. And it's just gonna be so great. Like, you know what, I did that. I did that. I made that. And you'll be happy that you made that. I do return to senders. I do return to senders every day. I am able to do return to senders because I don't do evil work onto anyone. I wish you well. I want the best for you. I want you to grow, heal, evolve. I want you to be the best human you can be. I'm able to do a return and sender every day because I don't do evil work. You know, if you're doing evil, wicked, malicious things and you're wishing the worst on people, you cannot do a return to sender, because it's going to return the energy that you just did. It's going to return it back to you. You don't want that energy to come back. If you're doing some evil, wicked things to someone, New York City. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, it went away. So, and then I have return to sender going here. I carved in it. Return to sender. Return to sender is 3 words. Return, RETURN, to TO. That's the second word. And the third word is sender. SENDER. That's it. That's all it takes for you to have a return to sender, is just to carve in it. I add the black salt because I have it available. Not everyone has it available. I understand that. I have it available because the black salt, I make it, and it is to burn, to banish, to eliminate, to get rid of all evil. It's Saturday and I don't know what they're doing.